Hey guys, what's going on? Flawless Exotic Creations, Will, Audra,
Hi.
coming to you guys with another video. And this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the advice and information we got.
Yeah.
We've been pretty much utilizing, this is actually a savings kind of video too. So, incubation. We have 2 years under our belt. This is year number 3.
Yes.
We put this video out, a lot of our content out. Again, it's for the newer breeders, the newer keepers, the people who are generally interested into the breeding side and want to kind of see a little bit of the ins and outs on how all this stuff takes place.
Yeah, the actual physical part of it.
Right, the entire process. And you know, as much as you know the OGs can say how much is easy, there's a lot of different things to think about when it comes to breeding ball pythons.
And a lot of different options for each thing that you have to attack.
Right, and they have different applications. That
Yes.
Some applications will be better than most in certain people's situations. Ours, for example, don't want to say it was a huge problem because it really wasn't. We kind of wanted to err on the side of caution because I saw the Canovas, I saw the Aussies, I saw everyone pretty much, you know, that's been doing this for an extended period of time. They'll incubate on some type of perlite or vermiculite substrate or median, and directly put their eggs on the median. They had some type of, you know, 1-to-1 or this type of mixture, water to their median. And for me, being slightly well, I know I'm a perfectionist, but I'm a little OCD too when it comes to checking these things. And I'm like, all it takes is for me to put this clutch on this overly soiled median and me ruin these eggs.
Yeah.
As a new breeder. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are afraid of that as well.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for somebody who's been doing it for 10 plus 20 years, something like that, to be able to kind of like just know like this is what works correctly.
Absolutely. Especially when that's all they've known to do and it's very easy and it's second nature to them. But to us new people, we want to make things a little bit more easier and let you guys know there's choices out there and let you guys make a decision for yourself. So we started off with, you know, I want to say it was vermiculite.
Vermiculite, yeah.
And then we went from the vermiculite to the big chunks of vermiculite that Ozzy Boyd suggests, and that was awesome too. But the bags were like 30-something bucks.
Yeah, 30-something bucks
for a smaller size bag.
We went through 2. Correct?
We went through 2. I want to say the first year. I want to say the second year we went through. Well, first year we went through 3.
Yeah.
Second year we went through 2. So you're talking about $35 roughly a bag each time. Which that's a controlled expense.
Yeah. It's not terrible.
And then even with that, we still were using the trays. So we because we still got nervous, didn't want to sit the eggs on the vermiculite. So we still use the trays. But we do vend shows, you know, here and there. A lot more shows actually this year. A lot more. But the thing about it, we said, we would be talking to some of you guys that meet us at some of these shows, and we're like, hey, we can't wait to get home, want to rush home. We excited, we got a clutch that, you know, maybe we just cut, they're waiting to come out of the egg. And a lot of the time we're sitting there and we're like, you know, when they come out, we're like, okay, cool. We've got to rinse them and do all the normal things. So we started thinking about ways to make things a little bit easier. So at first we switched from the vermiculite over to just water incubation, filling up your lay boxes with water, still having your tray sit the eggs up and suspend them over the water. Very, very effective, very cost efficient because you don't spend any money for water. Now, that is a perfect setting for us. We love that setting. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But again, guys, we're talking about application. So a lot of times we're at the shows and things like that. So we're like, okay, we're hoping, you know, with everything in our hearts and minds that we're going to come home and don't find a snake underneath the tray drowned in the water. And it hasn't happened, thankfully.
No, thankfully.
You know, which led us to Orbeez. Now, we got a lot of information that Brandon Nixon was using them over at Nixon Reptiles. Respect what he does tremendously, and, you know, his whole collection. And I said, you know what, we'll give it a try. So we got them in, and Miss ADHD girl over here had a blast with them. So you can actually check this out here. So here we have Orbeez. They came from Amazon, an Amazon special, guys. Yeah. And we are sitting here playing with them. So Audra's ADHD. She's a very special case.
Yeah, this is an ADHDer's paradise.
Right.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I'm not going to tilt it up too much, but they balloon up really, really good. The thing that we didn't know, at least I didn't know, because I guess I have a bad childhood, but I've never played with Orbeez, like ever. That being said, I didn't know that they actually bounce. So we're down here being big kids when we have a lot of work to do. As you can see, we're in our work attire. You don't see any jerseys or anything going on, but we wanted to take a second to kind of show you guys a little bit of how they go from that right there, the little baggie, into these huge things here. Right there. So pretty cool. We decided to actually let them sit overnight in water while they kind of soak up all the water and moisture and fill up. And we're going to get ready to start making trays. We have a few of them kind of set to the side here already, so we can actually put them into the incubator. This is how we're going to set them up in the incubator as they bounce around. Mm-hmm. So guys, you see that now, you know, we're switched everything over to Orbeez. It's going to provide a lot more mental security for us when we're out and about, or when we're out vending at a show, states and hours and hours away. Really inexpensive. Very, very, very inexpensive. And fun for me putting my hand in them. Right. Be aware that you don't want to stick your hand in them whenever they're not blown up, because they're sticky. They stick to your hand. They get all. But once they blow up, they don't stick to your hand. And again, and they bounce like crazy, as you saw. Yes, they do. Yeah. What's the point in adding them for us? Again, we still add water, a little bit more water than, you know, to keep them overly saturated, but it gives them some type of it gives the snakes a buffer. Some type of a buffer, a substance where if they find their way underneath the egg tray, that they can kind of keep their head above water with enough time for us to get to them. But still have the humidity that, or the hydration. Absolutely. And again, this is something that we're trying, and we want to give you guys a visual just in case you guys were curious of the Orbeez craze that's going on. The thing is, information is key. So since we know, we want to put it out there for you guys so you guys can make the best judgment on yourselves. We didn't know anything before, so we're not aware of it. I got a little sneak peek in what the everyday is like here at Flawless. Absolutely. Because we were definitely not in. Oh yeah, no. When the work needs to be done, we can't be trying to put on jerseys and everything. A lot of time we're getting filthy and scraping and scrubbing tubs. And I was looking a hot mess. But hopefully you enjoy these videos. Again, we're bringing you the transparency. We're bringing you the day in the life. We're bringing you how to become a ball python breeder. This is year 3. We're still figuring things out. Still changing things in the process. 2 more years and we'll have that golden 5 under our belt, you know. And still feel new. Yeah. But it's Flawless Exotic Creations, Will, Audra, and we are out. Bye.